Sweet love is kind, just don't let it make you blind to cyber crooks and con artists. That's a stern warning from cybersecurity experts, urging people to exercise caution when finding love on dating websites or mobile apps. The issue is firmly in the spotlight with the release of the new viral show, The Tinder Swindler. For some helpful tips, let's talk to Dwayne Nicol, a cybersecurity expert at Mimecast. Thank you for joining us, Dwayne. Valentine's Day and cybersecurity may be a union some people wouldn't think is likely, but just how much does cybercrime increase on a day like Valentine's Day?
Yeah, thanks, Dr. May. It increases exponentially, right, with the rise of things like social engineering, taking the front and center stage at the moment, with people being, recreationally limited at home. People are online quite often, and they tend to share a lot more, with a specific lens on romance. People are sharing more online, and therefore they create this bevy of information for cyber criminals to prey on, where they can make their attacks look far more legitimate by, seemingly looking like someone they realize they've met before, when in actual fact they just haven't. We've seen these things permeating through South Africa and the world since the COVID pandemic hit, and it's just increasing exponentially, with specific focus on things like social engineering being that number one primary driver.
So what should people be wary of when they're using dating apps?
I think there's a couple of things that people can be, wary of in terms of protecting themselves online. People tend to share a lot of information of themselves when creating profiles. So be wary of what information you're sharing, because everything that becomes online will be or could be used as a target against you. The second thing is just understanding the basics of cyber awareness. It's a hugely vague and open subject. But in terms of understanding your limits and what you should be posting online, there's quite a lot of literature that you can go and read through that'll actually help you be a little bit more protected. And then finally, I think, especially when it comes to online dating, the trust is kind of that final the layer in which that drives the criminal and the victim together. So there's two things there: protect your information by just thinking back constantly. If it's too good to be true, does this appear to be good to be true? Yes, then obviously kind of pause and halt any information or any further transactions. And the second thing is trust your gut. If this is seemingly unbelievable, if a guy you've just met or a woman you've just met is offering you a weekend away on the expensive yacht via a drive in a Rolls Royce, that's probably unlikely. So be careful of those offers of unbelievable nature, especially when it's tied to urgency, because those are usually red flags.
Dwayne, sometimes love can mess with the gut, man. The gut doesn't work so well when you're in love. So it's tricky to rely on that gut feeling. Usually at a time like this, there are certain scams that start doing the rounds where people are trying to access credit card fraud or trying to access money. Anything that you've noticed doing the rounds at the moment?
Yeah, we've seen a huge increase on romance scams. Again, as you lead up to these, big notable days like Valentine's Day, last year it was Black Friday, etc. Criminals just put all their eggs in the basket because everyone's going to be looking for gifts, etc. So again, if you receive, notions or gifts of an unlikely nature, proceed with caution. If someone you haven't spoken to in years comes up as a contact and requests something from you, that would be a red flag. I'm not saying that everything in terms of your gut comment is dangerous and leading towards an illegitimate action, but definitely err on the side of caution, especially today, because today will be the day that they're looking to get the most bang for their buck on these cyber criminal activities.
I've also heard of scams where they use legitimate businesses as a cover. So you'd get an email or WhatsApp from a hotel chain, for example, that's well known, saying they've got some sort of special running.
Absolutely, and that's an incredible example, right? So we've got the special a room for 2 nights on 50% off, and it's very simple. No hotel is going to give you that kind of, or very seldom a hotel is going to give you that kind of offer. So very simply, pick up the phone, find a phone number on a completely on their legitimate website, give them a ring and verify it. It'll take you all of 3 minutes and hopefully protect you out of purchasing a fake room for the next 2 nights for you and your loved one.
All right, Dwayne, thank you so much. We appreciate it. Dwayne Nicol, a cybersecurity expert at Mimecast. Do not get swindled this Valentine's Day, Annika Larson. Please.
It's not love, it's hope and hormones. That is what it is.
And that
watched
hope,
that Tinder swindler.
that hope can lead you down a very dark path. Jeez.
But you know what the thing about this Tinder swindler story is, if I saw someone, I mean, I'm not on these things, but if I saw someone on a private jet running around in Gucci or whatever fancy clothes this guy had on, it would be a total red flag for me. I'd be...
Yeah. Well, for some people, that's attractive to them. That's what they're looking for. It's the kind of lifestyle they want to attain. And so it leads them down a dark path.
Okay.
But we hope your Valentine's Day has got no swindling involved whatsoever.
No, ours has been good.
Yeah, it's been all right.
Yeah,
I
we've
don't
had a
have
good
anything
one.
yet, but
Yours is coming.
I live
Go
in
to
hope.
reception. Go to reception.